In 1977, humanity launched two machines into the dark, and they never really came back. They traveled past the worlds we thought we understood, beyond rings we believed were simple, and moons we assumed were dead. And with every image they sent home, the solar system became stranger, wilder, and far more alive than anyone had imagined. Voyager 1 and Voyager 2 were not just spacecraft. They were our eyes drifting into the unknown, revealing giant storms, erupting moons, hidden rings, shattered ice worlds, and the fragile beauty of Earth itself. What makes their story haunting is this: they didn't just photograph planets, they changed what those planets meant. Jupiter became a world of violence and motion. Saturn's rings transformed from smooth bands into intricate, chaotic structures. Uranus turned into a tilted mystery. Neptune became a storm machine at the edge of sunlight. And then, they showed us something even more unsettling. They showed us home. The mission began with a rare cosmic alignment. In the late 1970s, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune lined up in a way that happens only once every 176 years, allowing a spacecraft to visit all four using gravity as stepping stones. NASA took the chance. Voyager 2 launched first in August 1977. Voyager 1 followed weeks later, taking a faster path that would eventually overtake its twin. Together, they carried humanity's curiosity into a region no one had ever explored up close. Before Voyager, the outer solar system was mostly guesswork. We had models, but not reality. That changed in 1979, when Voyager reached Jupiter. Suddenly, Jupiter wasn't just a distant dot. It was alive, filled with swirling storms, violent bands, and the immense Great Red Spot turning endlessly through its atmosphere. But the real shock wasn't Jupiter. It was Io. Instead of a quiet, cratered moon, Voyager found active volcanoes, plumes erupting hundreds of kilometers into space. It was the first time we had ever seen volcanic activity on another world. Then came Europa, its icy surface cracked and scarred, hinting at a hidden ocean beneath. In one system, Voyager revealed both fire and ice. The outer solar system was no longer dead. At Saturn, things became even stranger. Its rings, once thought simple, turned out to be made of countless thin ringlets, twisted, broken, and incredibly detailed. Strange patterns appeared that scientists still struggled to fully explain. Saturn's beauty became something deeper, something mysterious. Its moons added to the story. Titan hid beneath a thick atmosphere. Enceladus hinted at unseen activity below its frozen crust. Voyager wasn't just observing anymore, it was revealing living worlds. After Saturn, Voyager 1 began its journey out of the solar system. Voyager 2 continued alone. In 1986, it reached Uranus, a planet that seemed calm at first, but turned out to be deeply strange. It rotated on its side, with a magnetic field completely misaligned, behaving in ways never seen before. Its moons told chaotic stories, especially Miranda, a world that looked shattered and reassembled. Then came Neptune in 1989. At the edge of the solar system, Voyager found extreme winds and massive storms, including the Great Dark Spot. Even here, nothing was still. And Triton, Neptune's moon, revealed geysers erupting from a frozen surface in one of the coldest places ever visited. By the end of this journey, one thing was clear: the outer solar system was not quiet or simple. It was dynamic, active, and full of worlds that defied expectation. Voyager also changed how we see moons. They were no longer just companions to planets. They were worlds of their own, volcanic, icy, fractured, alive with hidden processes. And then came one of the most powerful moments in scientific history. Far from the planets, Voyager turned back toward Earth. What it captured was a tiny point of light, a pale blue dot suspended in a beam of sunlight. Everything we've ever known, every person, every story, exists on that dot. In that moment, the mission became something more than exploration. It became perspective. But Voyager didn't stop. Both probes continued outward, beyond the planets, into a region no spacecraft had ever explored. The sun's influence faded. The solar wind weakened. The environment grew quieter and stranger. Eventually, they crossed into interstellar space, the space between stars. Even now, decades later, they are still traveling. Each carries a golden record, a message from Earth. Sounds, voices, music, greetings from across humanity. Not because we expect it to be found, but because sending it mattered. Voyager became more than a mission. It became a message. A reminder that from one small world, a civilization reached into the darkness and said, "We were here." In the end, Voyager didn't just explore the solar system, it transformed it. Distant lights became real worlds. Moons became places of fire and ice. The unknown became vivid and alive. And perhaps most importantly, it showed us ourselves, small, fragile, and surrounded by a vast, indifferent universe. Yet still, we reached outward. And somewhere in the silent dark, Voyager continues to drift, carrying a golden echo of Earth.